by delivering projects on the ground that will deliver carbon reduction. That's what they're intended to do. Those then feed up to meeting our own local and regional targets, which in turn contribute to the national target. And then this is happening in lots of cities, lots of communities all across the UK. And together those then will feed into achieving the large-scale global targets that will be discussed at COP21. I suppose an interesting challenge, though, for all of us working at the local level, is that it's not simple, but it's technically possible to put in new pieces of infrastructure, be that district heating, be that solar panels, whatever it might. That is technically possible, and hopefully it makes economic sense as well. But even with the equipment there, we've still got to make sure that people are using it correctly. So the whole role of behaviour change, bringing communities with us, using community education, working in schools, using smart technology, all that sort of stuff. That's going to become almost as important to achieving the targets that they'll be discussing at the COP. From a global point of view, Leeds has signed up to sort of a similar suite of targets as many cities and local authorities in the UK, so aiming to reduce carbon emissions by 80% by 2050, 40% by 2020 for the whole city. And that's fine. We've got all the strategies we want, really. What we're now getting onto is, okay, well, how do we turn those targets into actual projects that are actually going to make a difference on the ground? The key thing that happened in Leeds was that the University of Leeds produced a groundbreaking piece of research, which we called locally a mini Stern, which sort of set out the kind of a high-level sort of business case, showing that actually if we invested in more sustainable energy systems, they'd start to make money, create jobs, improve health, and reduce carbon, and it all made good business sense. When we did that, suddenly everyone wanted to come and talk to us. So now we're in the stage where we're turning what were a nice bunch of ideas into really serious business projects. So examples would include large-scale district heating across the city, linking energy from waste plant, taking the heat up into the city centre, using it also to heat people's flats. 2,500 solar panels on council homes, introducing low-carbon vehicle refuelling infrastructure, so gas, electric, into the city, and various other, larger and smaller scale projects across the whole city that will really start to make a difference to how people can access sustainable energy.